My name is Snow White Samite, and here I am with a new video. As you can already tell by the title, it says past. Let's go ahead.
Thank God for mom and dad for sticking together, 'cause we don't know
I would like to say that I have not been a fan of my past. The reason why I say that is because I have not moved on from a lot of things that happened in my past. And I'm gonna dive into that today. This is a very touchy subject. Some of you may be experiencing the same thing that I have experienced in my past. You may be experiencing some things that you don't want to talk about. And today I am here to talk about it for you. I will be your voice and your reasoning. I have experienced some things in my past where I felt like suicide was the best option to get away from it. I am so nervous about this video, to be honest. I'm scared to make this video because I don't know the outcome. But I want to make this video because I want to be able to speak for people that aren't able to speak for themselves because they're too scared to do the same thing that I'm doing. I'm already finna get emotional, and I'm not finna cry on this camera and then post it. I'm really not finna do that, but okay. Let's get it together. Oh, fuck. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start off when I was about 6. Let me take it back a year. I'm gonna say 5, because when I turned 6, I was actually in foster care. So when I was about 5, I was staying with my biological mom, her boyfriend, which is my youngest brother, dad. And let's just say it wasn't a good experience. He was very abusive. He also made a lot of threats about eliminating, and when I say eliminating, you know what I mean. It was a really tough experience living in that household with him. There was times where he would beat on my mom. I would try to stop. He would choke me out to I literally pass out. I wake up and I'm in the bed the next morning. There was a situation one day where he actually was asking her, would she marry him? She wasn't saying anything. He called me up there. He was like, if you don't answer, I'm gonna eliminate you and your son. Even though she was pregnant with my youngest brother at the time. That was a very scary situation for me, honestly. And from that day forward, I knew that I wanted to get away. Yeah. We ended up getting away. And when we did get away, she found a new boyfriend. And he was still, the ex-boyfriend was still in the picture. Finding his way into the picture. And I witnessed me and my youngest brother, who I do not have any connections with. I do not talk to. We're very estranged. We both witnessed his dad get murdered in front of us, and I am still traumatized from that to this day, honestly. I never really talked about it to a lot of people. A lot of people didn't even know I experienced those type of things. Not because I didn't tell them, but because they never asked, did I ever experience anything? It was always, I was a joke to a lot of people, honestly. My oldest brother on my mom's side actually robbed us, hit me in the mouth with a gun before, held us at gunpoint and took my mom's whole check. So when it comes to like family, I don't trust easy. I ended up getting put in foster care again, me and my youngest brother. And I ended up moving in with this family. Hmm. Yeah. Ended up moving in with this family, a black family. And my youngest brother was there with me. I would say when it first started off, kind of like scary for me because I did not want to be there um, at all. And to be honest, since I'm mentioning about foster care and adoption, I know a lot of people may be adopted or maybe in foster care that may want to watch this video or may watch this video. I just want to let you know that I understand that it's not easy. Sometimes you feel alone. Sometimes you are angry. You're sad. Sometimes you even want to end it all because you don't want to be in that situation. I was that person. I felt like I was kidnapped. I was taken away without my permission, without having to say so. Even though it wasn't like that, it felt like it was. I really didn't talk. I was quiet. I felt like I was silenced when I was put in foster care, honestly. I was silenced. Long story short, I experienced this school for the first time, and I was so nervous. I was so scared. There was a group of people bullied me my first, I would say my first 2 to 3 months being there. It was easy for me to just say I want to commit suicide. I did have an adopted brother that was in school with me. I had the adopted family that was in school with me. And even the ones that I thought that, I experienced y'all for a little while before I even started school. So I was thinking that, but well, maybe, because I experienced them, maybe they will take up for me or protect me in a way because I'm new here. Experiencing that, I was like, yeah, I am very alone. I was bullied. They was there laughing and having fun with the people that was bullying me. And I know we wasn't blood, and I know that we really didn't grow up together, but we did grow up together. Now, at that point, it was just like, yeah, I want to leave. And I knew I couldn't leave. So that is where the suicidal ideation started to come into play when I was in the first grade. Oh my God, they are shooting. Yeah, I gotta move. Jesus. I know there's gonna be some people that's gonna watch this video that is in that same community. They bullied the fuck out of me, honestly. And to this point, like, I'm still struggling with that because I'm like, what was your point? Like, you didn't even get to know me. You didn't get to understand me. You didn't even know what I went through as a person. It was always the, oh, go back with your real mom, or you don't know who your parents are. You got taken away. And it was to the point where it's like every day. And one day I just had enough to where I broke down. And I think I was crying for about 2 hours. And I wanted to end it. And talk about didn't want to eat anything. I didn't want to eat anything. I didn't want to eat lunch, breakfast, or dinner. Um, I did end up starving myself for a long time, for a really long time. And it got to the point where the teachers started to bully, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna quit school. I wanted to quit school. I didn't want to go to school anymore. Like, I hated it. To the point where I finally graduated. And I was like, I did not ever want to go back there since I graduated in 2016. Throughout the bullying, at school, like, that wasn't the only place that I was getting bullied at. I was getting bullied at home. There was this older gentleman. He's old. He's deceased now. But he also used to bully me really bad to the point where everyone else can be in the house. He told me I couldn't come in his house. He adopted grandchild. There was times where I had to stand out in the rain. So I went through a lot of stuff. I went into this eating disorder. I suffered from an eating disorder. If you didn't know, I am in the process of still trying to lose weight. It is hard because I do allow my mental health to get in the way of that. I was taking Tylenol PMs to go to sleep so I didn't have to eat. The baggage that I was carrying made me feel way bigger than I was. My lowest weight in high school was 90 pounds. My highest weight was 125 to 135. With all of this stuff that happened, I'm like really trying to like move on from it, but like it's just that feeling that you get inside, like damn, like people really messed me up, like people really affected me, people really hurted me in a certain type of way to where I can't move on. Did not seek for an apology because sometimes you're not gonna get that. The older gentleman who bullied me when I was a child, he passed away. I did not get my closure that I needed from that person. When they did apologize, they turned around and did the same thing. So that apology that you gave me, I did not feel it. It was not genuine. So everything you did afterwards still hurt the same way it did before you even gave me that little simple apology that was not sincere. My sperm donor, I don't even want to get on that subject. That's a subject on its own by itself. That's a video on its own. But he passed away. 3 men, all three was supposed to be a father figure or a grandfather figure. And they all did the same. They all gave me the same type of hurt to the point where this is where I have to be really mindful of what I say because I feel like it will be taken the wrong way. But I got hurt by all three of those people. All three of those people are dead. My sperm donor, adopted grandfather, and my youngest brother dad, who beat the hell out of us. All dead. They're deceased. But I started to not like men, but I'm gay. I'm gay. But I started to not like men. I got to the point where like my whole past experience made me decided that I hated the way I looked at in the mirror. I hated my skin. I love me now, don't get me wrong, but I hated my skin. I hated my color. I hated the way I look. I did not want to be black, and it played a part in my hate towards myself. I'm a black male who is in the LGBT community, and I'm gay. I grew up in that community where everything that I wanted to do was considered as gay. I was getting called the F word, the S word, any derogatory name against the LGBT community. I was getting called those things to where I grew up. When I got older, I didn't want to be around other gay people that act feminine because of my experience, because of what I went through. Again, everything, the way I am now is totally different from the way I was a couple of years ago. And I'm glad I'm not like that anymore because I love being who I am. I love when someone is able to be who they want to be. When I went to college my first year, I didn't even want to be that person's friend because like they was twerking, and the community, the experience that I had in the past was like that was such of a gay word, derogatory gay word, and I didn't want to be that person's friend, but I ended up becoming cool with that person, and I told them that experience, and that made us closer at that time. But I didn't want to be around people that I felt like was like me in any kind of way. I didn't know anything about the gay community until I started hanging around people in the gay community. I was hiding in the closet, but everybody knew I was gay, but I was still hiding in the closet anyway. I never actually said that I was gay, but I'm gay now. I'm saying it now. Like, I actually never said it, and it actually feels more better to even be able to say it than when I couldn't say it. I even said that I was bisexual to see if that was gonna make it better, and it didn't. So yeah, it was a lot of things that happened in my past that affected the way I was. I don't think like this anymore. Then I started experiencing a whole different world when I left that environment, and I'm learning and I'm learning. I'm learning how to get clarity. I'm learning how to get an understanding, and I'm also learning how to say, you know what? I know I'm not gonna get that apology, but I forgive you anyway. Now that's the hardest thing for me, and I'm being so honest. Saying, "Oh, I forgive you," when you really me up real bad, that's the hardest thing for me, honestly. I'm being totally for real. It's so hard, but I'm learning how to do it. Um, with my friend on it, he's passed away now, so that's like something that I feel like I'm dealing with the most because you're not here anymore, but you didn't accept me because I was gay. Like, your only reason you didn't want to accept me as your child was because I was gay. Then the things that your family did after you passed was what just like, oh, I don't even care, you know? I don't even care. Like, that was a really tough situation too for me too. And that can be another conversation that we could talk about another time. That was just a lot. There was something that I did miss during this whole video, and that was like, forgot. I just forgot. That's why I was supposed to write it. That's why I was trying to write this stuff down. Like, that's why I was trying to write it down because I knew I was gonna try to have this conversation. I was gonna try to make this video as best as possible, and I knew I was gonna like get off topic. And yeah, that's just me. That's just the type of personality that I have. Like, I talk about stuff, and I have so much going on in my head that I start to like change subjects really easily. Like, I literally just did it. Like, that's crazy. It's been a really good time having a conversation with y'all. I do want to say that, like, I'm still getting used to this, making a YouTube video. I want to do so much more. I want to be so interactive with you all, but I'm still nervous. I've always been a nervous person. And having really bad anxiety doesn't make it any better. But I'm trying to get used to this. So, um, I want to make money from YouTube, but I also want to build a family, a community of my own that I can feel like I'm connected with. Um, that's the reason why I decided to do this video is so I can build a community with people who may be experiencing the same thing. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, again, thank you to my 21 YouTube followers. Thank y'all so much. If you're still on here and you're watching videos, my videos, thank you so much. Also, thank you to the views that I did get on the last video. Other than that, peace out.